Hi, I'm Parker from BLCS, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own indoor mini golf course. So there's three materials that you're going to need for sure. One's a golf club, one's a ball that you can use inside safely, and the third one is some sort of a plastic container, like a margarine container or something like that. So for my ball, I've got this ball here. It looks like a baseball, but it's kind of like a little stress ball. So that's good because if I hit it sideways, it's not going to cause any problems inside. Now you might be wondering to yourself, why do I need a margarine container? Well, that's what you're going to use to make the hole. You just have to cut the top part off here. So as you can see, I sort of just skimmed it right at the bottom of where the food would go with an X-Acto knife, and then I cut a little slot in the middle. So this slot is where the ball is going to go in. So the bigger you make the little opening for the ball, the easier it'll be to get in the hole. So that's completely up to you, but you can customize the difficulty a little there. So those three things are kind of the core of what you need. After that, you can sort of come up with things on your own, but that's kind of the basics. But if you don't have a margarine container, you can always improvise or use like a cup or something else. But I find that works best because it's flat, so you can the ball just rolls right in. It doesn't actually have to go over any kind of an incline or anything. It just kind of goes right into the hole. So I find that works the best, but it's up to you. Alright, so the course that I've created in my basement today is a 3-hole course. But you can make your course as long as you want. It could be 9 holes, 18 holes, completely up to you. But I'm just going to give you some ideas today, and then you can kind of make your own if you'd like. Welcome to the first hole. So I got the hole down there, I got some Hot Wheels, and I am going to be teeing off from the top of the stairs. So I have my phone set up behind the hole, and got the ball here. Here we go. So since the hole isn't accessible from all angles like it is in real golf, you can just adjust the hole that you made so that it matches the angle that you're putting at so that the ball rolls into it. Here we go. Oh! Alright, I've adjusted the hole to match the angle that I'm coming in at, and I'm going to tap in for my 3. Okay, through the first hole, I am 1 over par. Let's see if I can get it back on the next hole. For this hole, I've set up some action figures. So this hole has a unique rule to it. As I putt through the action figures, if I knock over a superhero, I add 1 to my score. So, see, Green Lantern, The Thing, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batman, and The Flash. If I knock over one of them, that adds 1 to my score. Now, if you wanted to make a hole like this, but you didn't have any action figures, you could use something else that stands up, like maybe golf tees or dominoes or something like that. Just if you wanted to add that hazard element of if you knock it over, that adds 1 to your score. So the ball ended up rolling over here, but the important thing is that I made it through the superheroes okay. So I'm going to go and try and make my 2 now. Alright, here we go for my par. Alright, a very solid hole there. A hole in 1 will get me back to even par, so let's see if I can do that on my last hole. This is the final hole. So I have created this with some hockey sticks and then a tube there that the ball has to roll through. So in order to get into the hole, the ball has to go through the tube because if I miss, it'll just bounce back at me off of those hockey sticks there. So you don't actually need hockey sticks to create this. You could use golf clubs, or you could take down the curtains and use the curtain rod. Just anything that will guide the ball into the hole like that. And if you're wondering about the cardboard tube, this is actually a tube from a Christmas wrapping paper. And so what I did was I cut half of it off, and then I spread it out a little bit so that the ball can roll through. So rather than having a tube with some elevation, it rolls through on the ground. It doesn't have to actually jump up on anything. Time for the final hole. See, the ball got stuck in the tube, so I'm going to have to use the end of my putter and try and knock it in the hole pool style. Alright. So, at the end of the round, I finished with 7 strokes, 1 over par. So that about does it for indoor mini golf. Make sure to follow the BLCS account and send us pictures of your course. See if you can beat me.